All right. So I'm Maggie. I'm the bad nurse in this situation.
I'm Gracie. I'm the Spanish speaking patient with no English.
I'm Sean. I'll be the nurse that tells Maggie what she's doing is wrong.
I'm Grace. I'm going to be the charge nurse.
I'm Maddie. I will be social work.
I'm Morgan. I'm going to be the nurse manager.
All right. And sing. Paul, this is your fifth time coming into the hospital to manage your hypoglycemia. I've taught you this so many times. You need to
Las
listen to me.
enfermeras aquí tienes problemas. No hablo inglés.
This is your fifth time in here.
No entiendo, no
I've
hablo
taught
inglés.
you so many times how to do this.
Casa. Quiero ir a mi casa.
Hey,
I've
Maggie,
times how to do this.
do you need help?
No, we're fine in here. Don't worry about it.
Sí, es
You-
No.
Maggie, you should use the translator. It seems like he doesn't know what you're saying.
I know enough Spanish that it's fine. He's fine. It's
Well,
okay.
it's a good resource that a hospital provides, and you'll be able to give adequate patient care.
It takes way too much time, and I know enough Spanish. It's fine.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna teach you for the millionth time now,
español.
because you need to manage your diabetes,
No
or else this is gonna
hablo
keep happening.
inglés. No hablo
Hey,
inglés.
charge nurse Grace.
Hey, Sean.
I was just talking with Maggie, and she doesn't seem to want to use her translator with the patient. So I just figured I'd come and talk to you. The patient doesn't seem like they're getting the proper care.
Okay, interesting. All right, thank you for letting me know. I can see what I can do. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Maggie. If you have a second, I would like to talk to you outside if you can.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. Hey, Maggie. So Sean approached me earlier, and he said there was a little bit of conflict with you and your patient. Is there anything that you need to tell me? Like, is there something going on?
I feel like everything's been going fine.
Okay.
I've just been trying to educate my patient on how to manage his diabetes a little bit better, whatnot.
Okay. Sean mentioned there was a language barrier. Have you tried using the iPads?
Yeah, I've used them a couple times, but I feel I just know enough Spanish that it's fine. But he keeps coming in over and over, and I don't know how else to fix it. But
Okay. Thinking that he's come in a few times for the same things, maybe your education could use a little bit of work for him. So if you want to try using the iPad again, I highly recommend that.
okay,
Okay.
that's understandable.
All right, thanks. Let me know how it goes.
All right, thank you.
What now?
All right, so here's the thing. We're going to sit down and learn how to do this one more time so that you can go home safely, because
A mi casa.
you live very far away. So we need to figure out how to teach you correctly. So you're gonna listen to me?
Hey, charge nurse Grace. Still doesn't seem to be going too well over there.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm probably gonna contact Morgan and see what we can do. Has Maggie contacted social work? Do you know? It's okay if, I know it's not your patient. It's okay if you don't know the situation, but
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looked like
Okay.
they've just been
All right.
going around in circles.
okay, I will page them. So thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Nurse manager Morgan. Knock knock.
Hey, what's the problem?
Hey, so one of our patients is non-English speaking, and there seems to be a huge language barrier. He's been in a few times for the same issue. Our nurse Maggie doesn't seem to be like efficient with using the language iPad, and is kind of refusing to use it. So I'm wondering if there's a meeting that we can host or anything that we can do. I need to go to contact social work, but just want to have you think about it.
Okay, yeah, we should definitely do a meeting because we should be using the language translator thing, the translators, for patients that don't know English.
Okay.
All
All right.
set.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I'll let you know.
Yep.
Ring social work.
Hi, this is social work.
Hi, I have a patient here who seems to be like having some problems with taking care of insulin and their diabetes and lives far from home. I'm wondering if you guys can kind of take a look at the case and see what you guys
Yeah.
can do. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
I can definitely come up with some resources for this patient. Do you know what how far away they live or anything like that, their location, so I can provide resources for around that area?
Yeah, so the patient, I was looking at his chart. He took public transportation here. It took him 2 hours.
Okay.
I can double check where exactly he lives and I will let you know.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Someone needs to call a meeting. That should be Morgan.
Okay. So I'm just nurse, charge nurse Grace, social worker Maggie, and we need the nurse Maggie and Sean. We need to call a meeting because it seems like some people don't know how, aren't using translators when we really should be for patients that don't know how to speak English. Is there a problem of is it a problem of not knowing how to use a translator, or why is like how is this going on?
I feel like the translator at times for me just takes like way too long to set up. It takes way too much time to get it in the room and to actually talk to the patient. I have so many other patients and it's just not working out right. I feel like I know enough Spanish that he should be understanding me and it should be fine.
Okay, well, we can't be assuming that patients know what you're talking about. Um, we can we can bring a translator into the room if that's easier and keep it for that patient. And you don't have to go find a translator. It's right there, turn it on and use it right away. Does
I
that
think
sound
that's a very good
Yeah.
solution. It will solve the issue of inconvenience for Nurse Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I that
Grace, I also just wanted to ask you, did you ever look up in the chart where this patient lives so I can provide them resources so that they don't keep coming back in and they can find care that's closer to home?
I didn't have time to do that. Maggie, do you remember he's your patient. Do you remember where he lives exactly?
he lives about like 2.5 hours away, I'm pretty sure. Um he's a farmer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just about like 2 miles down south, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I can get some resources for the patient so that they don't have to keep making this long trip to the hospital. And hopefully we can get insulin closer to home. And if they do need to come to the hospital, we can maybe provide him with some resources that can provide him with adequate funding so that he is able to get to the hospital properly. Does that
Okay.
sound good for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it
I'm really hoping with the language barrier improving that he won't need to come back as often, but
Right.
still
Right.
Yeah.
let's
I'll
plan.
definitely, I understand that now. I will start using the translator. It would definitely be way more convenient if we did keep the one of the translators in the room because it is really hard to track them down throughout the hospital and it takes up a lot of my time. So
Yes, hopefully keeping it in the room will save you some time. And even if it does take a little bit more time, it's important to make sure our patients know what they're learning about and understand so that these problems don't happen again.
Understandable.
Perfect. All right.
Does anybody else have any questions for me?
No, I think you're good. Maggie, Sean, do you have any questions for either me and Morgan?
All set on the side.
That's all right.
Okay. Well,
Perfect.
thank you for listening and working with us, Maggie. Thank you for letting us know, Sean, and hopefully we can figure this out.
Should we discuss this plan with the patient?
Yes, definitely.
Brings translator in.
There's translator in the room.
Understanding. Muchas gracias por todos, enfermeras. Te quiero.
See.
See, perfect.
All right. And scene.
Nice.
That was
Alright.
good.
That was actually pretty good.